All right, welcome to LearnWire. It has been over a year since I've done a tier list of AI content generation writing software. That's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to hop right in because there's 30 pieces of software that I'm going to go ahead and rank in this tier list. So I'm going to need to get started right away so the video doesn't get too long. Now, I will just preface this by saying that all 30 of these, I would say at least 80 to 90% of them I have actually used. I either own currently on lifetime deal, or I pay a subscription to, or I have thoroughly checked out and reviewed the software. And there might be a couple in here, and I'll point that out when I grade it. There's a couple in here, I believe, that I don't remember testing, or I may not have tested. Literally, I think Copysmith right there is one of them. But for the most part, all of these I have thoroughly tested and can vouch for. And I apologize. Some of the thumbnails here, you won't be able to make out what they are, but I will, make sure to describe them and tell you exactly what software it is before I put them on there. It really shrinks these down into a really small thumbnail. And so next time I go and grab the images, I will need to take note of that just to grab the logo. So let's, one more thing before I get started is that keep in mind, this is just one person's opinion out of, 8 billion people in the world. So this is only one person's opinion. So no need to get too upset if you completely disagree with where I put one of these items in my tier list. This will just be my opinion, and you can create your own tier list. Or you can just come down and say, oh, well, I actually like that. That's you can write that in the comment, no problem. But there's no need to get too upset just because I don't put one of your softwares at the top, or I put one of your softwares at the bottom, or vice versa. All right, let's jump in. So we have Word Hero right here, and I'm actually doing this off the cuff. I haven't really. I have 3 softwares in here that I know are going to go up to the S up here. But you have to stick around to find out which ones those are. I don't know if there's any other that I'm going to put up in the S. And then this is off the cuff, like I said, not scripted, so I don't really know where I'm going to put these. Word Hero has hundreds of reviews, maintaining almost a 5-star taco review on AppSumo. So you could easily just say, just based on that, okay, cool, let's put it up in the S. But I don't really use the software on a daily basis. There's just several things about it that, I have a full lifetime deal, unlimited content I can use. It does pretty well with the originality scores in Originality AI over here as well. So there's just so many things that I could probably argue that it's a pretty high tier, but there's things about it that is slow. I just don't really find myself using it that much. I do like some of the short form content that it creates, like meta descriptions and stuff. I've used that plenty of times and so forth. So I definitely don't think it's a bad software, but I don't think it's S tier. For now, I'm going to put this up in the A tier. I think it's a solid product. There's other reasons I almost could put it in B as well. If I looked at it from a business standpoint, the fact that it's been over a year and they've just been doing lifetime deals, collecting thousands of customers on their lifetime deal, but not really coming up with a way to gather customers that are paying monthly subscriptions so you can advance your business. It scares me for the software's longevity. And I also will look at these for how serious I think the company is. And so for that, I actually might need to keep this in at B. I don't know what you guys think. I think that there's plenty of you that like Word Hero as well. It's definitely A or B right here. Let's go ahead and leave it up at A for now. So we have PepperType over here. I think PepperType generally, was just a notch above Word Hero. So I guess when I'm thinking about that, but PepperType is not one of my S scores. So it's definitely going to drop Word Hero down, and I'm going to put PepperType up here at A. Because if I think that the edge between these two softwares goes to PepperType, and I've used PepperType more, and I enjoy using the software more as well, because I consider speed, user interface, just how easy it is, ease of use, workflow, all those things come in to play with me kind of deciding where I want to put those. So if pepper type is a little bit better than word hero, then it's got to be above, but I don't think pepper type is an S. So that is my reasoning for where I'm starting off with that. So Write Cream, I'm going to go ahead and put, this is a C or a D. I'm going to go ahead and put it at C for now. Just the, I have a lifetime to deal with this as well, but, just not able to, I think it's the ease of use I don't like, and then the quality of the content is just not there. So Write Cream is going to go at a C right there. Now, Anyword, I've tested the software out, I've done a review, and I don't really, I'm not paying for a subscription or anything like that, but just based on the tools that they have, I want to actually go to the site real quick. And this can also kind of give you some information. If we can come over here to the site and then just check out, that they're almost getting 1 million people to their site. They have adjusted their pricing last time I checked. They have it's a lot easier to use the software now. At one point, this was extremely way out of the ballpark to use or whatever. So right here, they've changed to a different pricing plan. And it's on the higher end, but still it's starting to get, it's more expensive than I think Jasper. But just using the software and everything and the quality that they put into that, it's definitely going to have to be a high tier. I'm going to go ahead and put it up at A right there. All right. So we had this software at one point. I don't even know, was this 2021 or end of 2021 or beginning of 2022? Thunder Content came out. I don't even know if it is still around. Let's go and check that out real quick. We are over here. It looks like it is still around. You guys can comment below if you still use this or if you pick this deal up. But when I look at the legitimacy, we're at 6,000 visitors right there. And it's nothing that stood out in my mind. I don't believe I even purchased the software. Nothing impressive about it. So it's going to definitely be an F or a D if I recall. I think there was just things that I didn't like about it at all. So it could be either one of these. Let's go ahead and go with the F for now. Because it must have been bad because I didn't buy it and I never went back and used it at all. And I barely even remember the software. So, let's go with, Closers Copy. You guys can, type in Closers Copy on my channel, go watch my, my review, and then you can look at, kind of my opinion about, Closers Copy. I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible with this. I don't really care for Closers Copy and the way that the business is run. I did have kind of a run-in with the owner of the softwares. I just don't feel like I was treated very well. But I'm going to leave that out, even just using the software. And when I use the software, I think that they have some pretty cool additions. They're always improving the software. They're always adding new things and stuff. I don't think that the quality of the content is up there. I'm going to go ahead and just put this at a B. You guys can beg to differ on that one, but like I said, I'm going to leave out my personal biases about it and actually put it where I think that the actual software is, and it would probably be around a B for me. So this one right here, I have a second screen. I have to actually go and look at what software this one is real quick. I've got let's see, I'm going to double click. This will open up right here. And you can see this is Texta, Texta.ai. And this was one of the first that came out that on AppSumo that it was really cool and intriguing because you were able to create it was one of the first one-click softwares that came out where you click a button and it literally would, pump out a 1,200 word post for you. The problem was the user interface was not very good and the quality of the content was really, really bad. So I definitely think Texta goes around it's an F or a D. I'm going to go ahead and throw Texta at a D right there. All right, so we've got Brainwork. At one point, this was one of my favorite softwares. And it's created by a blogger, full-time blogger, and I believe, and his wife. And when it first came out, it was super unique. You'd be able to add images to your content, and it just I really, really loved the workflow. One of my favorite workflows that I ever saw in an AI writer, but I don't really like the way that the workflow has gone. They've actually made it, they've They've basically made the software a little more difficult to use, in my opinion, and that's why Brainwork had an edge. And it was at one point my top 5 softwares. It's not a bad software, but I don't think it has the best AI content. I think it's just kind of mediocre. And then the workflow for me personally has gone down where I don't enjoy using the tool and I don't get the same results. So I can't give it that S tier anymore. So it's definitely going to be an A or a B for me. The fact that I don't really get excited and want to log into the software and use it and everything, for me personally, I think it's about a B. So here we are at ChatGPT by OpenAI. We can't deny the massive media buzz. I think that if people weren't in this space, watching my videos, watching other YouTubers' videos about AI content this last year or two, we all know that AI content generation software has been around for at least 2 years, very solid. 2 or 3 years. But now all of a sudden, everybody that I know that just works regular day jobs has now heard of ChatGPT. Somehow it's made its way out into the entire world. Everybody knows about this AI now. But I have used it. It is really fun to use, really cool. When I test it in originality, it usually gets almost 100% AI score, things like that. But I have to also just consider everything that it can do. It is a fun tool and everything, but if I'm going to go with, at the end of the day, the quality of the AI content is fully detected as AI content. I think everybody and their brother and sister and grandparents are using OpenAI right now. It's a free tool and everything. So I can't give it an S for myself to actually write my blog post with OpenAI. And then actually put that. You got to do a lot of other things. You got to use spinners and things like that, or to make the content unique anyways. But I'm definitely going to give it an A tier right up here. Okay. All right. So this one right over here, this is Chibi AI. And, at one point this was a standout software for me as well. But they're just I got to give them credit. They're doing a lot of things that the other AI writers are not doing. And they're continuing to upgrade and develop their software. You can go check them out. I have no problem. The software owner and developer his name's Chad. Good guy. Been in a lot of discussions with him. But it isn't really my tool of choice. Just for me, for my business purposes. And, I did write content with it, and my content, out of all the testing that I do, it didn't really rank as well as I wanted it to. So, I can't really give it that S score. It's going to definitely be an A or a B. I'm going to go ahead and put it in at the B right here. All right. So we're at Copy AI. And right off the bat, it's exciting, and it's easy for me to just make this one the first S tier. There's no bias. I can go in and log in and show you all the rankings that I have with Copy AI. I don't know why, but when I write content with Copy AI, whatever algorithm, proprietary algorithm that they have built in with their ChatGPT, not ChatGPT, their GPT-3 or whatever they're doing to create their content, Google seems to like it because my content ranks with using the Copy AI, and it's gotten to a point where it's literally like 3 clicks, and it's a well-researched. You got all kinds of talking points. It's one of the easiest, fastest workflows, and high quality. And at the end of the day, rankings and results matter. I get results and rankings with Copy AI. So that is why it is an S tier. I pay monthly for this, and it is a standout software among these 30 that I'm grading today. It's definitely a standout, and I have no problem recommending Copy AI to anybody. Copysmith, I don't know if I actually have done a review on this one. I want to go over to the site and just to kind of get a feel. So we'll go over to Copysmith real quick, and I just want to kind of see, they've got at least 250,000 people that are going to the site. It's definitely going to be one of those ones. I'm going to need to do a review on this one. But for now, because I know I think it's probably one of the big time AI softwares, I've got to put it up there to tier A, right there with Anyword. All right, so we've got Creator AI. I'm going to actually pause the video and go check on some of my SERPs that I wrote with that content real quick. Okay, so I checked on my rankings. I have at least 4 articles that I'm tracking with Creator. They're not ranking, but at the same time, they have a lot of search volume. I kind of went aggressive on those keywords, so it's not a true test. I usually like to test this stuff, test these these AI softwares with really easy to rank keywords, but they also do get some traffic, search volume, at least 30 to 100, 200 visits per month. But I have some in here that I'm going for like thousands of searches per month. So needless to say, I think Creator was good, and I think that just in general the content quality and the ability to handle difficult topics, Creator did stand out to me on AppSumo this year. So it's definitely an A or a B. I'm having a hard time deciding between the two, but I believe at the end of the day, I kept getting questions about Word Hero versus Creator. They both had unlimited plans on AppSumo. People wanted to know which one should they pick up between the two. And I think at the end of the day, I actually recommended a little bit more Creator AI than I did Word Hero because of, at the end of the day, the quality of the content. So I'm going to go ahead and move this one up to an A. All right, before I can't easily add an image in here, but I just want to touch base on niches, right? So niches on AppSumo, you can get a content plan there, and it has unlimited content and everything. I did recently test the software. They just introduced a one-click article generator that will get you about 800 words. And then my content's ranking. So I really enjoyed niches this second time. It was out for about a year. You guys recommended me to go try it out again. So I did. And I actually really loved it this time. Malcolm, the owner of the software, he's always improving the software. I like it kind of has this I don't know, childish animation kind of, user interface, which is kind of a nice break from all the other tools that look very similar. So at the end of the day, niches, I would probably put that right up here at A as well. All right. So I guess I'm being kind of generous because you can see I'm putting all these, they're all kind of high up here, but definitely niches, I would give it an A or a B. So just wanted to make sure I touch base on that one because I don't have the image for it down here. Okay. So this one I believe is Frase. I put Frase in here because I've watched a lot of videos on their AI writer. They're a content optimization tool. So I didn't include Surfer and I didn't include Neuron Writer. I guess maybe it's not fair for me to add Frase in here, but I wanted to put Frase in here and only focus on the AI capabilities of it and not the content optimization tool of it. And because from what I've seen, it's pretty advanced, and they do a lot with their AI writing abilities. So I'm going to go ahead and put them up here as well. Just kind of worth noting. All right, so we've got Rytr. I know a lot of people like Rytr, and just for me personally, I think it's more of a content quality. And there's no one-click ability of the software. I probably need to go back and revisit this soon just to kind of go check it out. I know that a lot of people use this software, but it doesn't really provide the quality that I'm looking for. It doesn't really, for me, it doesn't really handle, like advanced topics or anything like that. And then just nothing really stands out to me that's extremely special about it. So I'm going to have to go ahead and just put it at a C. It's not terrible, but it's not my tool of choice. So we have Article Forge, with just certain testing and everything. Of course, it's one of the best one-click writers that you can get, AI writers. But when you measure it, the AI detection is 100% all the time. And you don't really have a whole lot of control over what it's going to spit out. And generally it's just not, the quality of the content's not there to actually put on your money sites or anything like that. So Article Forge, I'm going to go ahead and put it as a D, just not something I would use for money sites. Go Charlie. I've tested it one time. I don't think I've done a review. I know you guys have asked for a review. I didn't do a review on this one, but I did log in, and I gotta be honest, the quality, and I think this was like a $500 lifetime deal that you could pick up. but the quality of the content was just not there. For me, it is, a one-click software as well, where it'll pump out 1,500 word articles all day long. You can get an unlimited deal and everything. Not to offend you if you pick this software up and everything, but just for me, testing it, there's a reason why I didn't get really excited and then, come out, and I can still do a review for you guys. But in my testing, I specifically remember that I wasn't actually that impressed with it. So I'm going to actually have to put that over here as well, under a D. All right, so where are we at now? So this one I can't see, so let me... Oh, okay. So this one I have not tested. It's called Growth Bar. And maybe I shouldn't have put these in here, guys. Maybe I shouldn't have put these ones in here that I haven't tested. I want to test this one out. They're getting 62,000, but this looks extremely legit. If you have made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you. And if you have used a Growth Bar before, could you leave a comment below and tell me? But just based on what I'm seeing right here, the quality of the site and everything, this looks like a pretty legitimate one. I don't know the quality of the content, so again, like I said, maybe I shouldn't have included some of these, so I apologize for that. But I'm gonna have to go put this one up here at least at a B, just from just looking at doing a little bit of research. So now we are on to Hello Scribe. It just came out not too long ago, a month or so. It's been on AppSumo. It is very similar layout and feel and everything like Copy AI. And it's, it's pretty impressive. It's right now passing, it's currently passing Originality.ai with the highest originality scores than any software, including Copy AI, that I've tested. So for that, and then the fact that it's writing great content, it could improve on the one-click writing and so forth. But in general, it's really slick, high quality. I think this is going to be a business, one of the ones that's going to, knock it out of the park, if you will. So I don't know if it's quite up there to an S. It's definitely, I'm crossing over. I think it might be S, but I haven't done enough testing. I haven't ranked any articles, but based on what I've seen, it's definitely at least an A right now, where it stands. Trying to move through this as fast as I can. Let me see if I can speed this up. Can I move this over? I don't want to do this one yet. Talk about that one in a minute. Here's Katab. A lot of you wanted me to do an updated Katab, kind of like at Niches. It's been around for like a year on AppSumo. I went back, revisited it. The site didn't work very well. Sorry, when I randomly do a review, and in the 10 minutes that I'm doing my software review, your site is being attacked. Unfortunately, that's just going to impact my feeling about the site and everything. Even with that, considering that, right? I wasn't impressed with the way that the tool works, the way that the content gets spit out or anything. So there's just nothing about it a year ago, and then even currently, that makes me want to use the software. So it's definitely down here for me at a D. We have Longshot. I haven't used this software recently, but I know that it's quality. I know that I probably should be doing more videos on Longshot, but Longshot definitely deserves to be up here in the top 3, S, A, or B. But for now, I'm just going to put them at B. I need to do some testing. I need to try to rank some content with them, but I think that this is a legit business. They've proven that they've done lifetime deal, that they've also gotten, monthly subscribers, and it's a real business, and they're constantly updating their software. We're over here at Outranking, and basically, I think that it's a high quality tool. It's a real business. They do Facebook Lives all the time. There's a Facebook group. They really care about their tool, Outranking. But I think that the workflow is very important to me, and I could just never understand their tool. It's so complex. They seem like they're moving around the UI and the workflow so much. Like every release, they come out with a new release every month. And I think that they really needed to hone in on actually, a really good workflow to get you to use the tool really well. And so for that, I dinged them points on that. But as far as the quality of the content comes out, I think it's pretty good. So they're definitely going to be up here, probably at a B for me right now. Now, mind you, this can change, right? I continue to keep testing all these softwares out, at least most of them, and they can improve. They can improve their scores and everything. But for now, this is kind of where they're at. So we've got Scalenut. Just right off the bat, I'm going to be able to put them right up here. Scalenut is an S, just the capability of what they can do. Now I will say this: the actual handling difficult topics, Scalenut doesn't do as well. Copy AI does better, and Hypotenuse does better. But Scalenut, if you ask me, a complete tool, a complete package of tool that has SEO, keyword clusters, has the optimization of your content, and then also a great, even one of the best one-click article writers, AI writers you can literally push a button within 7 minutes. You could have a 3,000 word post that is high quality, and so forth. So Scalenut is definitely an S. So I'm gonna just move on from that. You guys know that too. It's a top recommended tool of mine. And I have content. Their content ranks as well. This one over here is, let me go back over to my second screen. This one is AI SEO. There was nothing really impressive about it to me as well. I just never really jumped on board and enjoyed this software. I actually think that if there's a software that I try out that I'm literally just like, I'm not going to use that software again, I kind of, Texta definitely goes to the bottom over here. And so forth. Yeah. So now that I've kind of thought about it, those ones just sort of just stand out that I remember, just like I'm not going to use their software. Shopia was really unique. It can do full blown one-click blog post, add images, links, do all that stuff for you, but the quality is not there. The images are not always relevant, but I do give it about a C. Typely, this one was horrible. I put that one as an F as well. We'll just move on from that one. All right, so now we are at wordplay. I'll put my biases aside as well. This is very similar to Article Forge. I don't know within the last 2 months what they've done to improve their software. They're continuing to improve their software. I don't like their pricing. They had just extreme pricing, like over $1,000. It was like $3,000, I think, to get something that was like, they don't even have an unlimited content plan or something like that. So, and it's, at the end of the day, it's a one-click article writer that they wanted you to pay hundreds or thousands of dollars for. For that, the pricing was just awful, even though the tool, and then I remember the tool was so freaking slow. For me, yeah, you can comment and say that they improved that, but every time I logged into the software, it was just slow, very slow. You had to put in your articles and then you'd have to come back like a day later just to get your articles. So for that, it just was not good for me. So I'm actually going with a D right there. Now we're down to here. We have Hypotenuse. Let's go with Jasper. This one's going to go up to the top. I don't have a monthly subscription to Jasper right now, but I can tell you right now that I was an affiliate for them. Back in, a year and a half ago, and I still, I'm still making like $400 a month from people that signed up, a year and a half ago. They're still using the tool. We cannot deny that they're an industry leader. Technically speaking, we really can't. I would actually even have to put them over here as, let me see if I can go like this kind of. These S tiers, this is literally going to be ranked, just who is the industry leader. And even though I don't pay monthly for them, I know that the tool, and there's things that I don't really like. I don't really like how you have to kind of dance with the software and you have to spend a lot more time to get the software, and maybe it creates higher quality. I'm probably going to sign up soon. You want to subscribe, I'll sign up soon so I can do some more testing with Jasper. I'll try to get some content ranking, and also I'll test it out with originality, which I haven't done. But even without doing that, even without doing the testing, it's definitely worthy of an S tier. I'm sure you guys would agree as well. They just did it right. They've been around for 2 years. They're an industry leader. And they have, they never went lifetime deal. So everyone is paying customers, and they are just, they're the big time. They're the ones that everybody else is trying to mimic. And so they're also, I feel like they have the funds to always have really good technology. They're always moving forward. They have a huge team. So if you want a really good AI software, Jasper is going to be a good one. So stick around. I'll be signing up and doing some testing. I think it's been long enough. And I think I need to sign up for a subscription so I can start testing everything pretty much against Jasper at this point. Okay, so we're at Writesonic. I know that this one's kind of like a controversial. I think that this one at one point was a lifetime deal, but it also some people hate on it and say that it's terrible. Every time I log in, they have new tools. They're always coming out with something. ChatGPT came out, and then like the next day they came out with ChatSonic, which can do current events like a chat and everything. So and then they're always constantly coming up with improved one-click article generation, all kinds of good stuff. So Writesonic is definitely I think, in my opinion, a good software. I think that I'm going to go to it just for fun. We'll go to Writesonic. Just want to see what their traffic is like on their site. And they've got 3 million. So you have to take that into consideration when people are getting 3 million visits. I want to go to Jasper now. I'm going to estimate they're getting 5 to 6 million. And they're getting 8.5 million. So that is one measurement that you can use. And you can't, a software that in this space, right? A software that is taken off like that and Writesonic's getting, 3 million people coming to their site. It's definitely not an F or a D or a C tier. This one's going to go up here to an A for me. Okay, so we have Hypotenuse. This one is a standout software because I'll go to it and it's not going to have a lot of traffic. This one's still an itty bitty software, but we're going to go and check it out. It's not too itty bitty. It's getting over 500,000, but they're on the rise. And out of all the softwares that were like new to me this year, Hypotenuse stood out like crazy. It's definitely, let me go put it up in the S tier. Hypotenuse, I have the most out of all these AI softwares, and I'll end the video with this, the most ranking content that I have and the fastest that I was able to rank content came from Hypotenuse. I'll leave a link below to Copy AI, Scalenut, and Hypotenuse. You're welcome to go pick these up. But Hypotenuse, like right now, if you asked me, well, which one should I pick up? I want to start ranking some content and getting some good blog articles very quickly. Hypotenuse would be my choice right now at this current time in January of 2023. It has high quality content, handles almost any topic, and it basically spits out full blown articles very quickly. So Hypotenuse, if you wanted to build a site fast, or you wanted to scale your content quickly, Hypotenuse AI, and I have no reason to, I'm an affiliate of Hypotenuse, of course, but I have no reason to put this one, my affiliate commissions are less for Hypotenuse than like Scalenut, Copy AI, it would be for Jasper, and so forth. I'm just genuinely and being transparent that you guys ask me this all the time. What's my favorite one? Well, you can see my favorite ones are up here at the S tier. Anything in the A and B are definitely game to use as well. But if I had to pick one right now that just like, this is what I'm going to use, I'm going to go, create 50 articles this month, it would be Hypotenuse. And that's all I can leave with. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Try to keep it around 30 minutes. I think this is fun. You guys are always asking, what my thoughts are. Well, this is my thoughts. We've got the super tier is Jasper, Copy AI, Scalenut, and Hypotenuse AI. This is the surprise one, I think. I think you guys would agree with these ones over here. Hypotenuse AI is the standout one, and I think it's kind of that secret. One of my subscribers is the one that actually told me about Hypotenuse AI, that they were getting good results. I went and checked it out, and boom, I got great results with this tool. I'll do more content on Hypotenuse in the future. But this is the one that is kind of the secret, kind of magic one that many of you probably haven't even heard of. And I'm getting extreme results with that software. But everything else looking really good. Appreciate you guys making it. If you made it all the way to the end, just leave a comment, watch to the end. I love, when you guys watch the entire video, super, super cool stuff. I'll do more. If you guys want me to do more tier lists like this and stuff, maybe like once a month, I'll try to break down, the best, the best software on AppSumo, or my favorite picks, what I would pick up or something like that. Right. But anyways, I'll see you in the next video.